Hello, Leo. I hope you're doing well today. I'm going to have you take a deep breath with me and in and out. Thank you. We're going to start with a card, or two or three, from the Facet Garden Oracle. And then we're going to move on to the traditional tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot. All right. That flew. Yeah. Come. Let me see if I can get that one with my little grabber. Actually impressed. Amazing. Okay. So the card that flew is Weather. We'll start with that one. And then we have Gemstones, then Core, Herbal Allies, and the last one is Union. Okay. Weather. Shifting circumstances, stormy conditions turn to rainbows and back to churning seas. An exercise in maintaining composure through tumultuous changes. Everything ebbs and flows through life. I'm stuttering over my words right now. Interesting. Gemstones. Refinement, honing of resources, prosperity, devotion, and generosity may demonstrate opulence in the extreme. Core. Pure energy, generator of life. The mysterious inner mechanism that animates our world and the collective soul of the planet. Herbal allies. Healing, medicine, nourishment, the wisdom of nature and fruits of one's labor, remedies and gifts from the earth. And the last, Union. Bonding with oneself or another. Strength and connection, unconditional commitment, may indicate a marriage or reconnection with a loved one. I also just got secret, I've got a secret. So I'm not really supposed to know what that means to you. Take it as it resonates. Secret, I've got a secret. It's interesting. Take what's yours, leave the rest behind. However it resonates, it's how it's supposed to. And if it doesn't resonate with you, don't make it. All right, now I'm going to give you a recent past, a present, and a near future from the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. Recent past, you may have been working hard on something. Could be working hard on yourself, working hard on a job. Another. These both going in the side position. Past. It could be you working on transforming yourself and creating more order in your life, trying to switch things into more traditions that you want to create within your life and you want to uphold within your life. There may also be an aspect of like if you're somebody that used to party a lot, you may not find partying to be fun anymore. And so kind of working in that like transition within self and that transformation within self, and like losing confidence because it's like you're losing aspects, 515 on the clock, aspects of yourself that you used to be confident in, like I'm a partier, like that's part of my identity or something. Like that's what I'm just gathering from this one specifically. And it might be very difficult for you to like change your identity of self, because it may have been something you really held on to in some aspect, but you are, there at least is a great energy of in the past working very hard, either at your profession or at your own personal self, especially within this energy of temperance with being on its side. And in this present energy, I'm getting an amount of stubbornness that you have, like not willing to look at new offers that are coming in. There may be something about love where, it could be a friendship, it could be a partner. Take it as it resonates, of course. But I'm gathering it's like there may be something about having anxiety and fear within yourself, and that causing you to like concentrate on what you have already and have zero desire for anything else, even if it's an offer that is better than what you have, even if it's an offer from the divine saying, here, we're giving it to you, here. And it's like, I don't even want to look at it. I'm not even interested in looking at the papers and seeing what the offering is. I'm cool right here, right now. I'm not gonna go anywhere other than clock right here. But there may be somebody that has like a amount of creativity and childlike energy that is interested in either befriending you or going on a date or something with you. And there's just like a lack of interest of even looking at what they have to offer. But it may also be because you are seeming to be in this state of learning your lessons with this, right? Six of Swords and then the Star, learning your lessons, healing yourself, and moving on from the choppy waves of yesterday into the calmer waters of tomorrow. And within this process, it does feel as though you are going to be successful in moving forward. You're going to be successful in whatever this like learning lessons and transforming self is. And there may be an aspect of like the scales are finally going to weigh themselves equally. You may regain a lot of confidence, a lot of leadership aspects within yourself. There may be an amount of protection that you feel that is being garnered around yourself as well. Being able to delegate, being charming, being like that life of the party, but in a balanced way. But there also may be this underlying like putting your boundaries up and having a fear of this change. There's a lot of like fear of this change, fear of this transformation, even though it's something that's inevitable, even though it's something that it's like one way or another you will be pushed towards this change, but it is scary, and it is something that causes an amount of like boundaries and an amount of apprehension within the transformation process. Fears of losing aspects of yourself just keep on popping up. But it's not like losing aspects of yourself is always scary, especially when you don't know what you're, or even if you're not even thinking about what you're going to gain. Like what new aspects of yourself are you going to gain when you lose these other aspects? I could even use tarot reading as an example. Like when I grew up in a family that tarot reading was not deemed correct or allowed or anything like that. It was definitely looked, and still is looked down upon in some manner. And so when I was slowly but surely changing as a person, and this became something that was really prominent in my life, and I really value it, and I find a lot of great help, and I think it helps a lot of people. It might not help everyone, because take what seriously, leave the rest behind, not everything resonates. But once I came to this point of kind of learning that it is part of this period of my life transformation, it became eventually easier to grasp onto. But leaving that past self in the past, that transformation process is not easy. That renewal of self, death of old self, is not easy ever. And having to like reframe your mind in a way that you're like leaving behind all that you thought was you, or at least a good percentage of what was you, is quite frightening. And it does make you be like, guards up, I'm not, no. I'm not embracing that. But over here, it really feels like even though there may be a difficult aspect, or many aspects within this transformational process, and in like learning who you are now versus who you were yesterday, last year, the years before, I feel as though you are going to be successful in embodying this new self and these new aspects of self, and balancing things out. Even though it may have been 11:44 on the clock, even though it may have been and it may still be a really difficult process, it's something that it feels like in the long run you will be successful in this, although there may be even more hiccups and mountains along the road, because it's such a difficult part of life to maneuver through whenever you do go through some sort of self-transformation. And I feel as though there's this, do protect yourself, but not to the extent of rejection of that which is for you. And I feel that this balance will come in either way. It just may be that the more barriers and the more restrictions you put into you and who you're transforming into, it might be a little bit more hectic and chaotic to get from point A to point B. But the universe finds a way usually, and one way or another, you will be this successful, confident, charismatic, leadership, balanced type of person, even if it is some sort of a tumultuous pathway to get there. Take what's yours and leave the rest behind. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.